What's up, nerds? Welcome back. Grimace Grimoire is ready for another adventure. Today, I think it's going to be a fairly quick one, but he really wants to get out to the new dungeon. So, Dungeons of the Week on this server, DOTW, brings up this gump, and you'll see Dungeons of the Week here. Just rotated over, and now Deceit, the dungeon Deceit, is Scholars Week, and skill gains are enhanced inside this dungeon. This is the one he's probably most interested in because we're doing a natural skill gain with this character. And we hit GM, mace fighting, we've got a lot of other skills to get to. So I think the play for this stream is to be venturing over into Deceit. So, I think I'm going the wrong way. Need to head to the bank, grab some supplies. I need to buy a couple instruments, I think. New one-handed mace weapon. Let's take a look here at the bank. Oh, I wanted to do one thing really quick before we go. I'm going to grab, let's say 500 gold. And before we do that, I'm going to run over here to the tailor shop. Previously, I had mentioned that because he's now a landowner, he needs to wear a sash to represent his new status. Because he bought his little stone field house. We go over here to the tailor shop, and we're going to buy a sewing kit. I think this is going to work. Before, I was asking people, bolt of cloth, that's 100 gold. Boy, I'd like, here we go, cloth at 2. I don't know how much cloth. I think it's going to be 10. Actually, I could look. Before I buy, let's just get the sewing kit. I was trying to get somebody to make a sash for me. Nobody was biting. Actually, let's take this horse outside. I'll stay. We don't bring horses into places of business. What kind of animal are you? Okay, so now we're going to double click this tailoring, or what is this called? Sewing kit? Yeah, a sewing kit. And it's going to bring up the gump here for creation of different tailoring skill-based things. We got our miscellaneous as a body sash. And this body sash, like the skill is so low, I think I could make one. It's going to take 4 cloth, but I'm guessing my chance of making it is pretty low, so I don't know. Nobody was biting on making one for me, so I think Grimace will take matters into his own hand. And let's just get all 20 cloth. And let's see, that's going to be 20, and it takes 4. So we've got 5 attempts here. Let's make one. Let's see what it says. You create the item. First try, just like Batman. Okay, I don't know what we're going to do with the sewing kit and cloth. I guess we'll dump it in the bank for now. All follow me. I could also say a horse. That's his name. I haven't named him yet. A horse follow me, and that would do the same thing. Alright, cruising back to the bank. And we're going to go... And the first thing we're going to do when we get to the bank is dye this sucker. That's his... his blue. I think it's going to... Oh yeah, look at that. That looks great. Looks like it fits his knightly vibes. As a knight of Caesarea. We need a couple instruments. So let's go buy a couple instruments. We're going to need night sight. We're okay on that. Oh shoot, you know, I think I took all of my supplies to the house, which was kind of a dumb idea. 76 bandages, get a couple instruments, and we'll head right over to Deceit. Okay, bye. Take maybe 3 more loots. And we really need to, the objective here is to really spam the crap out of these loots so we can gain our skill. We're doing this naturally. Open up bank, deposit this gold. We've got 11k gold, so that's not bad. We should put an item up here, a plainly drawn map. Those usually sell for 1,000. We're going to take 2 recall scrolls. I've got an idea with those. One-handed mace. See, it's a good thing I take these notes. So I would have forgotten about this. I have a little bit more gold here. 1,000, I think. Should cover it. I think we still need the services of a mage. I don't know what I meant by bank, shame. Oh, that's the runes I wanted marked. Still would like to get a mage to help mark runes. I can pay them to do that. And then I can travel around a little bit easier. We're going to buy a one-handed mace. I'll probably ask some people later which is the best to go with. Oh shoot, is this War Axe a one-handed mace? I think that might be a good one. If you know what the best one-handed mace is, please let me know. In the absence of any professional information, I'm gonna go with a war mace because I love the way they look. They look really cool. Especially with his full plate and a heater shield. Look at this guy. Looks like he's ready to take on evil. Okay, so we're gonna run with that. I'm gonna go buy a couple night sight potions. I always get stuck in this little area here. I'm gonna go over to the mage's shop. Talk to the alchemist. Where is he? This isn't our normal alchemist. Did somebody kill the alchemist? Who did it? Was it you, Uncle Glock? I mean, you look respectable. It says so right on your paper doll. Alright, let's talk to this alchemist. Night sight, there it is right there. Let's buy 3 of them. I think we have 2, so that's 5. Should be enough for an adventure. I like to go a different way to the bank. Keeps my enemies guessing. Let's bank up here. Drop off the gold. So we've got to put T-map up for sale. I think we're good to go. What is this hiding out back there? Oh, it's a torch. Okay, let's go to the auction house and put our T-map up for sale. There it is. Level 1 T-map. And we'll do starting bid 500. Buy out 1,000. Bid increments, whatever. Buy out 1,000. And we'll set that auction running. So now... Okay, so here's the strategy. I can cast, and I bought a rune book. I can cast a recall with scrolls in the rune book on marked runes with 0 magery. I'm going to fail a lot. But I can also go to a rune library like this one here at New Minok. And let's see, let's find Dungeons rune book. And I think I can drop 1 recall scroll. And now it's in this book. And as long as I use it before somebody else rolls up and uses it, I can click on, let's see, make sure I'm going to the right place. Deceit. Dungeon of the week is Deceit for skill gain. Now if I click this, I think it should work. You do not have that spell. Okay, so I think I need to click the button itself. Deceit. We did it! So normally it would be kind of stuck out here. Let me show you if you're not familiar with where Deceit is. It's out here on the ice, Dagger Island. And it's landlocked, and there's no moon gates. So the only way to get here is by magic or by sailing out on a ship. And I'd considered getting a ship, but I think with that method we should be able to get around pretty easily because... I'll drink a potion. Because now I have a way back. With these dungeon exit gates, I have a way back. And I can get back to Aqua. So we're in business, just like that. We're in business. Okay. Now let's see, what are we looking to do here? We just want to kill as many mobs as we can. There's a skeleton rift spawn over there. I like this dungeon because of its layout and its design. Not my favorite as far as like cool mobs to kill or to grind serious gold, in my opinion. But I love the deco here, like the whole undead theme, this weird sorcery kind of vibe. It's really cool. These tarot cards. Yep, tarot cards, pretty cool. So I figure on this, oh, here comes a mummy. This might be a little too difficult for me. It's not going to stop us from trying. And if we're going to do that, why are these things aggroing from way over here? You guys are aggressive. So this one, I'm going to go out of combat here so you can see it. This skeleton is a rift spawn skeleton, and I think the design is pretty cool. Ah, there we go. We got the provoke off. So the rift spawn are more difficult. They have higher hit points. I think they hit harder. But they also have a bigger loot table, which I like the sound of that. They also have a chance of spawning a portal to the rift area, which is essentially kind of a layout of 8 different little sub-towns, like little snippets of a town, and progresses through different waves of mobs until you get to the boss. Think like a champ, a little mini champ. Really fun, and you can get some specific rewards and things you can only get in rifts. Specifically, components needed to make a blessed rune book. So you only have 1 hour once you go in there, and it's, you know, same for the rules, and anybody else can join in as well and work together or kill each other. That's pretty fun. I like that addition. So the reason I chose this dungeon is because it's in the dungeon of the week. So skill gains are boosted in here, and I'm doing all natural skill gains with this character. So I'm not macroing, any unattended macroing. But you could, definitely could, and I would suggest you really do, if that's, you know, your choice, of course. But getting up going real fast is nice to get some gold to do some stuff. But I wanted to make this character who's just getting resources all on his own, gaining skill naturally, because that's the way I played in 1997 when I first started. And I like those mummies because they've got these gems, they've got bandages, which I need. I think I will take that refresh potion. It's not a total refresh, but kind of want to just take them for the empty bottles. Let's try to get a provoke off on these two. Nice. Gotta be more intentional here about using provo even once they're successfully provoked. So, I need to know if anybody knows the best one-handed mace weapon. It'll probably be a little bit of a short stream tonight. I had 2 crowns put on at the dentist today, so not loving life at the moment. But Grimace needs to get that gold. He's got goals here. What do you got, skeleton? 12 gold. All right. So what exactly was this? It's like judge and jury drinking a cup of wine, signing a death sentence here in front of the headsman's axe. Kind of macabre. Nothing in this room. Let's go across. I think I saw some stuff over here. Hopefully I can get a provoke off on those casters. Nope. They didn't seem to notice me. Let's try again. Got him. Okay, I can take these 2 easily. Probably better off not provoking these 2 because then I get some parry skill while they beat on me. 2 gold. That will take an eternity to save enough to buy a castle. So Grimace Grimoire's objective in the world is to rid the world of evil, specifically orcs, and to adventure and eventually acquire enough wealth to buy his own castle. For me, that was I think it'll be fun to do with this kind of character, but I also want to place the castle in the same place that our guild in 1997 did. Doing a little throwback gaming here. This is pretty fun. I enjoy playing my other tunes on this server, but I think it's fun to do something specific, especially where you have a little self-imposed limitations. Makes it fun. I don't know how this is going to go. These are probably too tough for me. But I got the provoke off first try. This is going well in here. Okay, I'm going to have to be real careful balancing this. I want to get them down about the same time. Okay. He's going to heal himself. I'll grab that 143 gold first thing. And get ready to drop another bandage. Wow. This armor, I mean, maybe he's not casting higher level spells. He might have dumped his mana. But really didn't do much to me. I think he was probably spent. Let's see. We're going to go Bone Knight to Bone Knight. Can we do that? Nope. Let's see how well we can tank a whole bunch of stuff. Got these other two. I think we'll probably burn down these 2 little skeletons while we try Provo on that. Hit a bandage. Ooh, I didn't see that ghoul up there. Oh, one's a rift spawn. Lovely. We can use him as a tank for these other Bone Knights. Kinda don't want that skeleton to get away, but I guess it doesn't matter. I still haven't quite figured out what's going on with this stamina drain. If that's part of being a Dexer, or why am I losing stamina? Is it the mobs I fight? So I got those 2 fighting here. I kind of like to get this one on that as well. Okay, there we go. So they're double teaming the Rift Skelly. Got a bandage off. See if I can get a Provo on these Bone Knights on Bone Knights. So that skeleton's about to drop. And it had 4 gold? There's no way. A Rift Spawn skeleton dropped 4 gold. Let me see if I can... It's not very much refresh, but I guess it is a junky NPC one. Yeah, I decided that Grimace would take matters into his own hands here and get Dungeon of the Week gains. I don't mind Deceit. Deceit is probably in mid-table of my favorite dungeons. I started putting together top 10 lists. I don't know if any of you ever watched David Letterman back in the day, but I always thought his top 10 lists were pretty funny. So tonight I had a list together. I think I left it in the truck, but essentially it's Aragorn's top 10 dungeons. So my ranking was, and I'm going to have to go by memory here. I actually wrote it down like a nerd, but Aragorn's top 10 dungeons in UO would be 10 through whatever. Doesn't really matter. Anything in T2A. Any of those dungeons, they can just go. I don't need any of them around Khaldun. Wasn't Tarathan Keep over there too? Just, I don't really care for any of those. Ooh, I am going to swap out my arms here. So we've got new plate arms. I'm taking a beating on these, so I assume I ought to swap them out. I'm not going to go sell them, so might as well just get a refresh. So top 10 Aragorn dungeons. anything T2A, so that's Khaldun and... Ooh, and some legs too. Let's go. And Terathan Keep. Then, next after that, this is going to be a little bit controversial. Number, let's say, whatever it is, 8. I don't know the numbering here. I'm making it up. It would be, for me, fire. I know wrong is just, it's just terrible because there's not a lot going on there besides executioners. But wrong is not as bad to me as fire. I just don't like the feel of fire, the layout. So I'm going fire and then wrong. And then we get to the mid table for me on the dungeons. I like, I think I said despise next and then deceit. And then like number 4 for me was, I think, shame. Oh no, Hythloth. It was Hythloth, then shame, then covetous, and number 1 dungeon. Because Aragorn's opinion is what really matters. Is Destard. Destard is hands down the best dungeon. I mean, we're playing a fantasy game. We're playing a swords and sorcery fantasy game. It's the Dragon's Lair. What better dungeon would there be? You jump right in, you open up into the main hall, and you're immediately fighting top-level monsters. There's a ton of danger there, because PKs run in super easy. I mean, it's got everything. It's got something for everybody. Just the right amount of danger with like trying to manage all kinds of things attacking you at once. So that's Aragorn's top 10 dungeons. I'm gonna take out this mummy first. Ooh, and it's beating on me. That's good. I think I'm gonna let it. I'm not gonna provoke it off because I want parry skill. Let's take a quick inventory of the skill set here. We've got, of course, 100 mace fighting. We hit GM the other day. 92.0 anatomy. 91.6 tactics. Parrying 78.8. So it's climbing. And musicianship should be going up, but I just continually forget to click on this. Musicianship 62 and provoke is 61. Oh shoot, you're right, Minnie. Ice is probably like around Hythloth for me. To me, this is kind of silly, but it's just like when I played Magic the Gathering back in the day, the card game. Instead of going with like the nuts and bolts mechanics, I would go by like art on the card, the art card approach. So for me, ice just doesn't have a good feel. I think it looks kind of tacky. It's weirdly structured. And if you're the principal designer on that dungeon and you're listening to this stream randomly, I said what I said. I'm sure you're a nice person, but that dungeon. I do like that little pocket back there. It feels a little bit like a non sequitur, where it's like, oh, by the way, here's this area where the ice fiends hang out in this warm little nook back here. So ice would probably be down the list from Hythloth for me. So I think I'm probably going to be solo raising the skill gains here through the tiers. I don't think anybody else is particularly motivated for this dungeon and dungeon of the week. So it increases through the tiers as people kill monsters. And the higher it gets, the better the skill gain, for example, for this one. But honestly, this week, with this, a lot of people want Rift Surge, and it's in Despise, so that's pretty good. Easy to push. Destard is straight money. That one's going to push the fastest, I think. I was in there for like 10 minutes, and I was overloaded with gold. Seems like the right one to start making a move for some PKing. And then Collector's Week, of course. I can't remember what the fire dungeon dye material is, but I think it looks pretty good. And statues, they got a couple monsters in there that drop. Oh, hey, look, here's a mace, and I think it's a magic one. Clean up the screen here a little bit. What was it? It was I think it's just called a mace. Yeah, magic mace. Let's try it out. Let's see. Maybe it's got some tactics. I think this is a one-hander. It is, and it's only +5. I'm guessing it's probably a pretty crappy mace, judging on the monsters I got it from. But it could be better than an NPC bought one, and it likely is. Let's try it out on this little unsuspecting skeleton. Yeah, I don't know that there's a lot of safe spots in here. Either to AFK macro, either somebody would run through and see you, or there's a mob somewhere. So that hit okay. Nice. Okay, 2 gold for our efforts. Let's go up this back alley here, because I think there's like a lich, but not enough to give us too much of a problem. I think that skeleton's... Oh, no, you're good. I thought he was trapped in the wall. Get over here, buddy. Actually, let's just jump in the middle here and tank them all. I thought it would be fun to play this character and just do natural skill gain, and it's fun. I like that part, but to me the most fun part of this has been limited resources. When this server launched, and this server is a free server, and really one of the sweet spots of OG UO, in my opinion. If you had to do something with it where it's 100 years later and things have happened, so things are a little different, but not enough to be an issue if you're looking for nostalgia. But when the server launched, there's this fun rush of figuring out how to get all of the spells in your spell book and get your first house and all kinds of things. But then once you get a lot of stuff, you have resources, it kind of loses that exciting feeling when you accomplish something. So this little venture with this character has kind of reignited some of that, where this character has no access to my other character's resources. He only can use what he gets himself, what he can sell to others. So I've enjoyed that part most, I think. It's been pretty fun. Okay, skeleton's down. We'll move a little bit deeper in. And I'll take out the skeleton real quick. Got a skeleton in that prison cell. We'll go free him from his skeletal torture. I think I'd really like to find a vanquishing war mace. Again, I'm gonna have to ask some folks who've played Dexers what are the best one-hand mace weapons. But I don't know. I still really just love the look of the war mace. It's cool. But I think it'll be a challenge to find a vanquishing war mace for sale without tactics. Because I really don't want tactics because it bumps my skill up, and I'm at 97.0 now. And I think if it bumps me up... Oh, sorry. I was doing I wasn't showing real skill, so I'm only at 92. 92. I'm afraid that if I have the weapons with tactics, it won't allow me to gain skill. I could have a bad assumption on that, though. Could be wrong. I don't need to provo, but I'm going to, because as much as I want parrying skill to raise, I really need musicianship and provocation. As soon as I get provoke up high enough to take on dragons, for example, my gold income will go up quite a bit. Okay, into the main room. We've got a lich and a skeleton. If I provoke them onto each other, I might be able to get that off successfully. If not, this could go badly. So I'm going to try to spam this, get a bandage going, being ready to heal, and I'm stuck. I think I got the potion off. You must have a free hand. I dropped the shield. I pulled off my plate mail. That's hilarious. Instead of dropping the shield, I dropped my chest piece. Okay, we've got a free hand. I think I'm going to switch to... Nah. Provo. Got him. First try. Okay, beat on the lich real quick here. It's probably the most awkward lich encounter I've ever had. It's a lot more terrifying fighting a lich when your character is such a noob. He can absolutely destroy me. Okay, got the bandage off. You are aggressive, sir. This is unnecessary. And you heal? Come on. It's not really necessary. Let's see if we can get at least an attempt on a provocation while we let this bandage run. Yeah, E-bolt me. What do we have over here? Skeleton, why don't you come with me, sir? I have a small task for you. Spoiler, it's not going to be fun. Well, where are you going? That lich just jetted past me. Not that I'm mad about it. I think he's trying to get back to, oh shoot. Didn't mean to beat on that thing. Let's go over here instead. Do I got a bandage running? Yes, I do, and it failed. Barely helps. Oh, I'm dead here. I'm stuck. No spell, no spell. Oh no, wraps. I don't have any trap pouches. Well, let's go figure out how to get a corpse run here. I think there's not an Ankh in here. I don't know this dungeon very well. But there should be a wandering healer outside on Dagger. Okay, so the liches are probably a little bit on the edge of my capabilities here. I think if I'm going to stick... Well, I think I was going to say I should stick with this pure Dexter. If I'm going to stick with Dexter, I ought to add GM resist. But theoretically, if my music and provoke's up high enough, I really shouldn't be taking anything. I should just be avoiding the damage altogether. Hey, look at that. Chastity. You're the best. Thanks for the heal. Now, the only problem is I'm on foot and I've got to get past all that stuff. I don't think that's going to work. So, better to lick my wounds, go back to Oklo, and head back and see if our corpse is still there and get our stuff. Squidbean, I'm terribly sorry. Hopefully you're still gainfully employed after joining UO again. It's, you know, it's about moderation, self-regulation. Nice! Nice, get those barding skills. I'm telling you, as soon as you get, like, in the 80s, music and Provo. Just go into Destard and do Drakes. And then 90s you can do Dragons. And the money starts pouring in. This first little part's the hardest. You'll get past it pretty quick. What is with this horse? It's psychotic. I don't know if I want to get on this horse. Okay, let's go grab some bandies. Maybe a couple potions. And then we're going to do a straight corpse run. Hopefully that lich moved away from where we were. Oh, I don't even have any bandages in here. That's terribly awkward. Who thought it was a good idea to leave town with all of their bandages on their person and all of their potions? Grimace is not known for his intelligence. Let's go buy some cloth real quick and cut it up. This isn't optimal, but it's fast. Ooh, I didn't know you were coming from Outlands. I think I'd forgot that. Yeah, the liches are rough. Let's see, buy. I'm gonna go with a couple cloth. What, I got 100 gold. Can I get 80? Yeah, that'll work. Do that, cut it up, and get back over there. So the corpse will be up, I can't remember how long. I feel like it's at least 5-10 minutes. So we've got time, but not a lot. I think the goal is to try to just float in real fast. So bandages and the horse is all I needed. Yeah, I played Outlands for a while. I mean, probably like 4 months, and it was really fun. I had a blast there. And I dove in. I liked it because there's so much to think about, so much to do, and the population is huge, which is a lot of fun. And that comes with all of its own downsides too. But let me just make sure I'm going to Deceit here. I always get Deceit and Despise mixed up for some reason. Okay, we're back. And I didn't get a Night Sight potion. I think I'll be okay without that. I know my way around here. But the one thing that finally drove me away from Outlands was I had built, some PvP tunes for kind of the first time and started getting into PKing with some really good guild. And then like the whole build system changed and I just don't have time to keep up with everything. So I thought, oh no, that lich is still here. Get back in there. I thought, I just don't have the time for... Oh, this is where it's clutch to have this newbie dungeon or drum on me. Let's see if I can do a quick grab here. I don't know what I want. I want it all. Is the lich coming? He's not. The lich is not coming, guys. We're okay. The lich is coming. We're not okay. He flame struck me and laughed. I'm so dead. Okay, we got some time while the skeleton gets beat on. Let's get a bandage rolling. Run away! Oh, that was so close. He's gonna probably come aggressively at me like a fat kid at cake. Did he go back? I don't know why I'm whispering. He can't hear me. No, I don't want the skeleton corpse. I want my own corpse. And then Viz would be really nice right now. I'm not going to equip. I'm just going to loot TF out of this and GTFO. We acquired that plate mail at great cost in Covetous. We're not giving up on it now. Okay, I think we got everything. Grab that gold. Let's go over here and look our wounds. Let's go into this prison cell. It seems fitting for what we've done here. Okay, clear this. Bandage. Can I get a night sight? You can see again. Okay, great. Let's re-equip our stuff. Get rid of that death robe. We're better than that. Helmet. Instruments. War mace. Guys, I'm telling you, that little What is it? The newbie instrument? That's the play. Because you can get a corpse run pretty good if you can just provo some stuff off of your corpse. Boom. You're back in the game. Let's see. I think one of these is exceptional though. That's what I should have been using. What was I thinking? Grab this exceptional one right here. That way I'm far more likely to hit that to get the provoke off. Ooh, what else here? I need to change my razor setting to be able to drop what I'm holding to use a potion. That's what's really getting me. I'm over here messing around with trying to drop my shield. Drop my shield instead of drop my breastplate. That was lovely. Okay, we're gonna go back. I want revenge on this lich, so I'm gonna start the bandage now. And I'm going to wait until it's about the time. And I'm gonna run in here and have at him. I've got that better instrument. Look at that, first try. We're gonna beat the crap out of this guy. Oh, uh-oh. That was fast. That was fast. Come on, Provo. No, negative. The bandage going. We're poisoned. Drop the shield this time. Hit a potion. Shield back on. Lich. Provo. No. And you're healing yourself. I haven't even done any damage to you. You're such a chicken. Okay, let's get another bandage going. We got the party train after us. Lich is here. Oh, shoot. Got that provoke off, though. He just dropped an E-bolt in my face. If he kills that skeleton quick, I'm hosed. I got that other provoked. Okay, we're safe now. Healed up a little. Finished healing. Ooh, a rifty zombie. This might work out for Grimace. Your boy might be set here. Did not get the provoke off on that. Got the bandies though. So this zombie lich combo is what I really need to hit. And I got about a quarter of a skeleton life left to go. Why are you attacking me? I don't understand, my guy. You got tired of fighting him? I don't understand why we're failing on that one. Certainly ought to hit. There we go. Let's get these guys tied up and we'll bring the lich up. I still need revenge on that lich. The healing is no bueno. Oh, zombie on zombie. There we go. Let's grab this lich. Get over here, buddy. Hey, remember how you almost killed me 3 times? Well, you did kill me once. I would not have done that if I were you. Okay, sweet. This is it. This is going to be the end of him. Let me just cure myself real quick. Advantage running. Put this back on. Get this lich. So he's on the rift spawn. Should have decent hit points. Not as decent as I thought. But I got him on that one too. So really we have some time for the tank. So I just don't want to get beat up. Dude, the healing though. That's not necessary. Unlimited mana. Okay, unlimited mana. That doesn't help that I'm hitting with this wussy. What if I switched to my two-hander? Hand him a little beat down. Two-handed beat down here, let's see. Gotta be real careful here, because once you start dropping higher level spells, it might go quick. Just like that. I don't think I can shrink that with a two-hander. Can I get another provoke? What do we got in here? We got a zombie. Let's try for that. He has another flame strike in him. I'm hosed. There we go. Got a bandage off. Provoke. Got the provoke. And I'm applying some bandages. This is silly. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that the music. I'll turn the music down a little. Thanks for that. It must be the sounds of mobs and instruments. I'm also talking kind of quiet because my kids are sleeping. Which is probably more the issue, actually. You know, the thing I liked about Outlands, and this is going to be really controversial for some people, is the ability to buy stuff with real money for cosmetic stuff. I never thought I would do that. And then I saw stuff and I was like, wait, I can just buy it with money? Yeah, please take my money. This is probably a good model for them to have some income, but it did kind of give up some of the goal, like I have in this game, of grinding for a dungeon dye material, which is going to be fun when I get it. If I just bought it here, it wouldn't be as rewarding. Take that, you fool. I think that might be our first lich. Hard earned. But in the end, the night overcame. Yeah, I think so. The stuff I think, Squid, you're talking about being newbied is probably like newbied robes that are then dyed, I think. Might be what you're talking about with like a charter dye tub. Some people just use that on a newbie robe, so it's auto blessed, I think. That's my guess. Yeah, and my Provo skill is straight dog water here. It's like the Provo is 61.3, music 63, so not really. I mean, it's probably lich area. It's probably where I should be trying some difficulty like that, but that's why I'm failing a ton. Yeah, you could do that. Like if I run out of this one, I think it's slightly worn, fairly worn. I would just make another character if I had a character slot, and use that newbie instrument. I think though here you can, like, you have to wait a week before you can delete a character. Ooh, 78.3 Provo, and you're going Discord, nice. I haven't tried Discord here. Some people are saying that it might not be as useful as they thought it was on other servers, but on other servers I love discordance. I think it was an often overlooked skill. I kind of like to try it on some things here. I think the problem here is the things you'd really like to use it on are like the bosses and rifts, and most of them I think are like invulnerable to discordance. But just hunting other things like upper level mobs, it makes it go faster. Reducing their skills just kind of greases the skids, makes it go fast. Yeah, you'll have to let me know how it works, how it goes for you. Because I'm still not sure. I'd started off on this character to go peacemaking so he can get through to things without getting aggro and stuff. And because I've never used that skill. But instead I went Provo and parry. But Discord might be another option for this build. Yeah, I like that. Full bard approach. That'll be fun. .4 Provo. Yeah, oh shoot, I was supposed to go These lower level mobs, I should be going one-handed mace and a shield to get parrying skill up. I'm gonna bring this skeleton over to beat on me while I get some parrying skill up. Another rift spawn. I swear there are more rift spawn in here than there were during the rift spawn in Covetous Dungeon of the week. If this spawns a gate, I'm gonna take it just to show y'all what it looks like when you go into a rift gate. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna finish off this skeleton over here. No. Actually beat on this zombie. Zombie's just about dead. Zombie is dead. No gate. Take the gold. I don't know that this is the right approach for gold. Oh, we've got 3,200 gold. I mean, that's not bad. I still think shame might be a tad better for gold generation, like gold per hour, but skill gain is what I'm after on this one. Really want to get the skill gain up here. And there's a bonus this week in this dungeon. So the Rift Ellies, this one right here was the Rift Elemental. And the higher, I think it's Fame, the higher level famed mobs increases the chances of the Rift Elemental spawning a gate. And it literally looks like one of these gates with a different pattern. It's really cool looking gate. And you step into it, it gives you a gump like this, except it says like some thematic words like a rift to another portal opens before you. Do you choose to take it? Something like that. And if you do, you go into it, you pop out in the middle of a separate instance area, and then you have 1 hour to fight stuff. And there's exit gates, there's a bank, there's stables, there's a healer, and anybody can go in. It's not just you. It's whoever else is in there on their own timers. So I've been in there when people are like, you kind of jump in and kill stuff with them, or you can go solo your own thing, or where people just kill you and take all of your mobs and stuff. I mean, it's still Felucca. So it can be pretty fun. And then there are 3 active at any one given time, and I think there's something like 6 or 8 of the different locations within the instance. And it's kind of like the champ system where you fight stuff in waves, and once you've killed enough, it advances to the next wave and you get different mobs. So it starts off easy and gets progressively harder until you get to the boss. What you're looking for in there is rift shards. So I'll open up my profile here in just a sec. Go profile, bracket, profile, and that opens this. One thing I wish that we might change on the server is that these tokens over here for all these cool systems are currently tied to your account, not to me, the player. So on this account, I've not been grinding any of this. But on Aragorn, on my other account, I have a lot. Well, relatively speaking. But right here are the rift shards, so I have 0. And you accumulate those, they go straight to your account, not into your bag. And there's a whole system of stuff you can buy in Dawn, that little vendor town, Dawn. You go there and check it out and buy stuff. There's some really cool rewards like dragon dyes, I think cool dyed robes, deco stuff, things like that. The other thing you're looking for is codex fragments. And codex fragments drop on any mob that you fight in there, so often it's better to farm the low-level ones because you can kill a lot of them fast. And they have a chance of dropping them on their corpse. And I think you need 25 of those, plus some other stuff, in order to make a blessed runebook. So that's what most people are doing when they go into there. And you can also get, I think, chances of rare drops from the bosses, like a statue or some other stuff. I don't need the nightshade, but I do need his gold. Okay, let's go a little bit deeper in here. I don't have too much longer to play here. I gotta go take some ibuprofen. I love the dentist as a person. I hate dentists as the concept for inflicting pain on me. But I guess the alternative would be far worse, so I guess I'm glad they're around. But my jaw says it's time for ibuprofen. Kill a zombie, take out my aggressions on the undead. With that, go kill this. I should write down what my skills were before and after so I know my progress. Parrying's up to 78. Provo's still in the low 60s. Music's climbing though. Guess I can just spam play loot the whole time I'm standing around. And there we go. I don't know that in DOTW command here, it doesn't show the progress. If I type that into Discord channel, it'll show literally the number of mobs that have been killed out of the total it requires to advance to the next tier. And I don't know that I noticed what the skill gain percentage is at tier 1. I think if I move through different levels, it'll pop up. 25%, that's not bad. I think tier 2 is 31%, so I mean it's totally worth it just to be in here for this. And here's a rift spawn wraith. Let's see if we can do this. Mind blast eats me up. I'm not gonna die to this, am I? Nah, Grimace is too good. No, I'm gonna die to this. My guy, leave me alone. I don't want to have to retreat a full level. Need something to provo him onto. Begin applying the bandages. Give me the bandages. Okay, pop this heal. I think for this, I'll probably go full smack mode. Can I drink a potion? You must have a free hand. Okay, next stream, I'm going to have that fixed. Just for efficiency. It's probably not fun to watch me do a corpse run every 10 minutes. Because somebody can't click and drag things off of his paper doll. That's not fun. There's a razor setting, and it's auto unequip what's in your hand effectively when you use a potion. So I'll go set that on. Yeah, right. When I see an explosion, I just envision being PK'd. The classic Explo EB combo, and that the Wraith is doing the same thing. I was hoping a gate would pop, but that's alright. I think I will take, ooh, that Gorget for sure. Let's see what improvement we have. 30 armor. Let's see, what is it with our 41? I think some of our equipment's getting pretty damaged here, so let's swap out this for the magical one. 43. Yeah, that's an improvement. So we'll ditch that. We don't need that one. That's a good upgrade. Okay, I think we'll probably call it there. Let's take the gate back to Oklo. And we'll roll back in triumphantly. Nobody need know what happened with that lich in that one corner. And how Grimace in his haste to get away took off his breastplate. Alright, let's dump the gold here. What else do we need to get rid of? Let's just do a gold check. I like checking gold. 15k 15K just crawling dungeons. He bought a 43K house a couple streams ago. And not 7x GM. He's GM in one thing, really crappy at a whole bunch of other skills. So it's totally possible to just jump in and play the game. You don't need to be 7x GM. Of course, you gotta crawl through some noob dungeons, and maybe that's not your thing. Grimace digs it, though. Well, that was fun. Grimace is gonna take a little nap. Grimace's owner, Aragorn, is gonna go take some ibuprofen. And hope to see y'all on another stream. That was fun. Alright, guys, take care.